Hello, hello. Well, now my lighting is terrible. It was passable beforehand.
You sat back.
I know. I got up for a second to grab my laptop, and I think it just like recalibrated.
Mm.
This is ominous. Ominous mode. Whee. For some reason, when I was at the smoothie place earlier, it just was not registering the chapter that I've written yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to start a new document to write because I didn't want to lose my progress if I just started like writing in the same document.
Yeah, I get you.
A chunk. So now I'm like copying it over. Question is, will it work? It did! Yay! Okay.
Well, today, during the first sprint, the children and I are going to move some things around in the garage den so I can slowly start to work on the rearranging of it. I have a plan. A very loose plan, but it is a plan. So.
I am writing a climactic fight scene like I have been writing for the past couple of days. But this time, actually not this time. I've just moved on to the next chapter, but it's a couple. It's lots of fighting is happening. A variety of fights in different ways with different people with different magic. Or the same magic. Who knows? It's a lot. I don't have a cat hanging out with me.
She has her summer coat right now, which is a lot thinner than her winter coat, and because her skin
she's cold and she's killing people with hair.
No, it's because her skin underneath her fur is white. So like in the shadow, you see it's still a full coat of black, but then like she looks like she has no hair with the way the light shines on it. But I promise she's not balding. She just has her summer.
She just looks like that.
She's just turning into a stink cat. It's fine.
Here, how about that?
I'm hoping moving the cat tree over here, she'll run on it and not across my desk and my.
Oh, how's that working out for you?
I mean, there's no cat tree over here. So.
Right now?
There's none right now.
Oh, okay. I was like, she's currently on top of you.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm going to move the cat tree and hope it helps.
But I thought you meant like, oh, this is something we already did, so I'm expecting to see results anytime now. And I'm like, Sam.
Oh, no. No, I don't expect her to pick the cat tree over me. It's just like so I just picked her up a second ago, which is why she's doing this right now. But while I was doing things, she was like trying to sit on the arm of my chair and she fell off 3 times. And I'm like, girl, what are you doing? And then she's got like a little case of the zoomies or something because she'd run from my armchair onto the computer and then back on the armchair. And so I'm hoping if I put the cat tree over here, she'll use that as an extension.
I know that there's these like cat hammocks that you clip on like to the side of your desk, like right here. But I think that Storm will never use that. But I like the idea of having the cat right here so I can pet the cat and write like this. But hello. I think she likes being on the
What I used to do and what she used to be okay with is I just have this corner of my desk and I would put like a little blanket there and she'd just lay like in that corner of the desk. And honestly, that might be what's causing problems now because I haven't been here in so long. I don't have her corner set up. So she might just not know what to do with herself now. Oh, am I getting...
There we go. No, it's like a sippy cup, so you can't.
I don't know what is up with Eros. He's been so fucking clingy this week,
Okay.
and I don't know why. And like last night, he and Riju were having a clingy war, both trying to get under the blanket to curl up near my stomach. And I didn't feel good. I was in one of those states where I didn't want anything to touch me.
Yeah.
So it was causing all sorts of problems.
You're like, no one is enjoying this. Please stop.
I'm like, go away. The only one of you I like right now is Vi, and that's because she exclusively cuddles my feet.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore, that's always fine.
Go up so you're in frame. Here, yes.
Oh, yeah, she came up, so she was in frame. Don't think this is the one you meant, though.
No, it's not. There's a whole cat, and she like her back is right at the edge of frame. You're short.
CB, watch this. She's not doing it now. If I hold it, yeah, she'll put her nose straight into it, and then I can do this.
For Storm, she just goes to like lick it. Or not. Make me look bad. It's like I don't even know you.
So I don't know if people actually know if we're live or not because I set the stream up like normal and everything. However, the Discord bot didn't say that the stream existed. Oh. So I'm wondering if YouTube's notifications are a little...
I got the YouTube notification.
I didn't. So maybe it's just my end of things.
Did you enter share the link manually?
When the Discord? Yeah. Okay. Oh, wait. So did you get the notification in Discord or from YouTube?
From YouTube.
I don't know. I didn't get it. The one that says that I have a live stream in 30 didn't pop up for me, so.
Oh, I didn't get the 31. I actually don't know if I got the 31 because I was driving and stuff, so my phone was out.
That's fine.
I wouldn't store the notification if I did.
Well, my point was just that, so the notifications may not be getting to everyone.
Oh no.
You look so horrifying on camera, Artemis.
She looks kind of like the way her hair and skin's folding makes her look like a naked mole rat.
To be fair, that's just a white stripe. That's just white fur.
No, it was there was a bunch of little rows of hair, just how hair grows, and it looks very funny. Hi.
That's my head that you're rubbing against. I know. It doesn't help that her paws are a little muddy right now. She needs a bath. Yes, I know. I'll give you a bath.
It's so funny that she's on the head of your chair.
Yeah.
I want the commentary of what's going on inside her head at all times.
I don't even know. She's nuzzling my ear right now.
Go off, girlfriend. What'd you get up to today?
Me? Okay, well, I was dying.
Yes.
But I got laundry I got all of mine and Chris's laundry sorted and put away, which is good. Nice. I had washed it yesterday, so it was just putting it away today. I started helping one of my children with math, which we have to finish doing, which we will do during the stream after the first sprint. It's kind of funny because they're learning percentages and stuff, and all of the examples on the worksheet are sales. So I'm like, oh, yeah, I got a lot of experience. I don't even got a second guess. Because they're like, what's the price if it's 20% off? And I'm like, bitch, I can do this.
Kaisa.
Oh, there was one that, oh my god, it was so if
you just got super muffled all of a sudden, and I don't know if it's on my end or yours.
I don't know.
I'll turn you up on my end.
Heyo, Kaisa says, woke up just in time for the live. It's 3 a.m. So probably we'll be back to sleep at some point. Wanted to come say hi. Well, we appreciate you coming and saying hi.
Just leave it on and you can fall asleep to the sultry sounds of our voices.
But
we should all like do ASMR speak. Like
I am not, because no.
I don't like ASMR sounds either. My brain doesn't like it, but I did it for the bit.
Yeah, it was like this plant store is having a 20% off sale on Saturday, and then on Sunday everything's an additional 10% off. So like, what is the price if so the 10% is after the 20% off, so you can't just do 30% off the first price. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why?
It's a two-step problem, so if you get the part A wrong, then you're fucked for part B.
Yeah,
potentially some teachers give half credit if it's like, oh, if you did the math correctly on the second step for the number that you got in step one, but you did step one wrong. So
yeah, my children don't have to worry about that because I go behind them with the calculator, and if they get it wrong, we figure out where they got it wrong.
Oh,
so and it's like, I teach them it's not a big deal if you mess up, because you can learn from your mistakes and often remember what you learn from your mistakes more than what you learn from not messing up. So we just figure out where the problem went wrong, and then we generally have a chuckle and move on. So yeah, that was the last thing. Oh, and then this week they're learning about inequality equations, which are a pain in my ass. But like, and I have like a super migraine and it hurts so much. And I was sitting here going, I know how to do this math. I could do this homework. It's fine. But that's not the goal. The goal is to teach the child how to do this homework. And so I'm like, the communication, not working.
Yeah, in a perfect world, you'd just be like affirming what the children learned in school when they got taught. But
to be fair,
is this one of the day that they missed? Is one
no.
Okay.
What I realized after we did the inequality worksheet is that's this week's homework, due Friday. So the teacher hasn't taught it yet.
Yeah, that would be. That's a classic. I have done that in school. I'm like, I don't understand this. They didn't teach this. And the next day, they're like, okay, today class we're gonna learn. I'm like, fuck.
I will also say that like the teachers, at least this math teacher has sent home all of the like printouts of the notes from the teacher and everything, which is how I've been reading the notes, and that's been refreshing my memory. So that's a great help. It's just sometimes the way that it is explained in class, because the teachers have to use like the most common model for learning, or even if, which a lot of their teachers will like show them a couple different ways to do it, which is great, but it's still like, if you are dyslexic and it is not explained in a way that your brain can comprehend, it doesn't matter how many ways it's explained, you're just not getting it. So I know for me, math was really hard until my grandfather started explaining how he did it. And once he did, I was like, this is the easiest fucking subject in the world. I am a math genius. And so, and my kids are very similar. So I just assume they're all dyslexic, and therefore I will have to explain it to them as a dyslexic, and then they figure it out. Also, the child was very clearly tired. I had just woken up from a nap and their brain was catching up to them. So it's like me sitting there with a headache and brain fog, and child sitting there sluggish and tired. It's like, we'll get through this. We will get the homework.
This is going to be a journey as we slowly get there as a team. I put a sock over my light as like a pseudo diffuser. And I think that's what we're gonna be going with here.
Are you good?
I was listening.
No, you're good. I'm asking if she's good.
Actually, I think I hate it.
You see my decoration?
Mine's a little
pale. My decoration constantly triggers my misophonia with the licking right beside my head, but I love her, and I don't believe in animal cruelty, which is why she's still there and not punted across the room. She's looking at me like, you would never. That's not the point.
let me say it for the bit. Oh yeah, I had like plans at 2:00 today. Sam recommended because I was having trouble writing because I've been sitting in the same desk for days, which is technically not true because I have been leaving the house and like being sociable, which is a whole other element of.
To be fair, I said all last week.
Yes.
And I haven't been around this weekend to know what you were doing.
And I went to the like smoothie place before my friend and I were gonna meet up and get some work. And now
I need you to know I'm rubbing her face like this.
I don't know if I like this lighting. It's fine.
She's gonna spend 3 hours fixing her lighting, Artemis.
I'm not. I miss my ring light. Because I couldn't move it across the country, so he has it in his office. You're gorgeous. But you are so dumb. There's actually a mirror down there, and I was talking to myself. No, I was talking to Storm. But yeah, that I'm excited to get through this fighting, which I usually love fighting, and I do love the fighting scenes. But I'm like, I want to do emotional scenes soon, which is rare for me.
You should get a ring light like that for your like bedroom office.
Yes. I should do a lot of things. For chat's context, my current light that I'm using is a light for filming that I have used to film at night. So when it's on 1% power, I can't look at it because it's too bright. It hurts my eyes. So.
Oh, sorry, that reminded me. The sun is too bright. It hurts my eyes. Twice in a row now, I have walked out of the office from picking the kids up, and I like walk in the parking lot like this, and I'll just walk up to a van that is the same color as my van, and then my children go, "Mom, this is not our car," and I'm like, "Are you sure?" And they're like, "Yes," and I'm like, "Damn it!" And I'm like, "Lead me to the car," and they're like, "You're the one who parked," and I'm like, "But I can't see."
We all have our flaws. Yeah, I live with my sunglasses on my face.
Because I guess their school faces the west. So the sun is like right at Sam blinding height when I pick them up in the day.
I hate to see me coming.
What?
Yeah, I got used as a PSA of why you should wear sunglasses when I was working at the summer camp because I got burned on my eyes, which I've definitely talked about on stream before. So I'm now like extra paranoid about wearing sunglasses. These look kind of dumb, but they work, so I don't care. I do miss my aviators, but a proper pair of UV aviators is expensive.
I don't think moving the cat tree is going to help anymore.
I don't. I think it's because you keep interacting with her today.
Here's the thing. So I moved I like lifted this up so that she could try to sit on it.
Yes.
And now she's rubbing her head against it, and I realize she's really into the texture of the chair right now. That has nothing to do with it. She was just full on like rubbing her face and everything on that chair. So I'm like, oh, I think the cat tree is gonna lose to the texture of my chair.
Well, supposedly most of the time you'll be taking up a lot of the chair and she won't be able to be
not really the headrest. No, that's the thing. I am already taking up most of the chair. She just takes up the part of the chair I'm not on. Like she's used to working around me.
Then there's no issue here, honestly.
That's not an issue. I just wanted her to be comfortable. But you know what? If perching, I tried to give her more room, and she was just like, no. She's gonna fall off again. She keeps falling. That's the thing. It's not a problem for me. I just didn't like. She fell off 4 times before you got here.
Well, she has 9 lives, so she has another 5 before it's concerning.
Hers reset daily, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it has to.
Yes, I love you too. I do.
I feel neglected. She's just sitting there, like, cleaning her paws.
You know, if you were here, Artemis would give you attention.
She'd give me a little attention, then she'd go back to you.
I know. My oldest, I can get her to, like, go over to him. It's so funny because I'm like,
you're like, take care of the cat the other day.
I do. I call him down and I'm like, take care of the cat. And he's like, but what? But now he's like gotten to the point where if he's in the middle of something, so he'll just lay on my bed and he too will ignore the cat. So she'll go between me and him trying to get attention. And I'm like, this isn't why I called you down here, child.
It's good, like, stimulation for her. I get worried that Storm is understimulated. But she has toys and she doesn't play with them. She has a whole tower that she doesn't play on. When I try and play with her, nothing. No response. So she just enjoys sitting there and staring at me. Which, okay, girl. We're staring at herself in the mirror because my closet is mirrored. I'm thinking about, I am discussing moving in, or like next roommates for my next stage of living. That was a weird way of saying it. For, you know, when I move, my lease runs out and everything. And we were discussing me having Storm, and the person was like, I will spoil her so much. I will just come home with gifts for her. And I'm like, honestly, please do. Like, I would love, like, I buy her stuff. She has toys. She just has no interest. So if someone else wants to spend their hard-earned money trying to find something that will interest her, also, totally okay.
It feels less burdensome. Not that it is a burden, but it like really helps it feel like it's not a burden when other people are also like, no, this is just the house cat. Right? Yeah. Like it's like she's Stevie's cat, but she's the house cat.
And then she was also like this. The potential future roommate was like, I'll like buy her treats and I'll do anything she needs. I'll do it. And I'm like, okay, awesome, love this.
You're like, you're about to become the mom she wishes I still was. Now I'm just tired.
Well, no, the thing is, I'll be like, she hates that I'm concentrated, like on writing recently because I'm not laying in bed and snuggling her. And so she's like, wait, what?
Oh, you're doing ponytail.
Spending time. That's not me. You're spending time on things that aren't my existence. How dare you?
So one thing Artemis likes to do that she hasn't really done much recently, but she might do again today, is she really loves that I have broad shoulders. Because like when I'm leaning forward and I'm doing stuff, she can just lay between my shoulders in the chair and it does not bother me.
Imagine having broad shoulders as I am like posted up.
Yeah, I know, right? You couldn't relate.
No. Well, I don't have a cat that sits on my shoulders, so maybe
I used to. His name was Salem, and he used to like just right on my shoulders. I miss him. He also used to wake me up at 3 a.m. to give him milk, though. So
pros and cons, honestly.
Because like he was my dad's cat, but my dad was working nights at the time, and my mom was absolutely not a pet person at the time.
Okay.
So he would wake her up because he'd get hungry, and so she came into my room and she's like, here, you're old enough, and she put him on the top bunk and she's like, he's your responsibility now. And I was like, okay. And so he just used to sleep curled up in my hair, and then he'd wake me up and I'd feed him, and then we'd go back to bed.
My childhood cat Fireball, who's with my parents right now, sleeps on pillows, loves pillows, and then so he'll like sleep half on your face and half on the pillow next to you. He's a big shoulder. Not you have to be laying down when this happens. Storm will sit next to you and then angle so she's like slightly flopped on you, but she's not on top of you. It's like this is my thigh. She'll come over and she'll like put her weight so she is just leaning a little bit of her weight on my thigh and my arm.
All right, you got to be careful because you just pulled my ponytail and that was a lot of pain. And if you do it again, you're going to pout.
That's not gentle. Jessica says, hello, I've been here, but I'm feeling like hot garbage today. Fuck, I'm sorry.
Hey, so am I. We'll be hot garbage together.
And RP goes, hey, hey, hey. Yeah, I remembered that I was reading in bed last night, and when I was out, my friend like got up to the bathroom, and I checked my phone, like pulled up Safari, and I like saw what I was reading, and I was like, I read it for a couple lines, and I was like, oh wait, this is really good. Like I forgot I was reading this just because like I was reading it late last night, and I had just started it, and now I'm like, fuck, I kind of want to read it again, like continue reading, but I'm like, no, I need to write like 500 words today.
I feel you. So I'm, as I said in the server, I'm reading for my year of favorites again. I thought I essentially skipped August, but I actually read 5 books in August at the beginning. I was like, yeah, go me. But last night I read Delicious Monsters by Lizelle Samberry, whom I absolutely adore. I read her Blood Like Magic and Blood Like Fate duology. It is a phenomenal witchy series that like takes place in sort of a sci-fi Canada. So my brain, like sci-fi paranormal fantasy Canada. Mm-hmm. And that one was really good. It made me cry both times I read it. Wow. And then, so her Delicious Monsters book, I was reading it, and I'd let my kids read Blood Like Magic and Blood Like Fate. There wasn't anything in it that I think all 3 of my kids could not handle. So when I was reading Delicious Monsters and I was getting through the book and everything, and I was like, oh, this is really great. And it's like, it's this paranormal mystery thriller. And I'm like, my youngest and my oldest would absolutely fucking love this, right? But then the farther in I got, the more I'm like, oh no, am I actually going to have to censor the children? And I talked to Chris about it. There is a trigger warning in the book.
Yeah.
But like, so normally in YA, like when child abuse or anything like that is mentioned, it is like implied or it's discussed off page and stuff. Yeah. And it is discussed off page in Delicious Monsters, but one of the victims goes into a little bit of detail, and the way she goes into detail is perfectly suited for an older YA audience. Mm-hmm. My 10-year-old, however, is not an older YA audience. And so I like talked to Chris about it and stuff, and we decided that we were gonna have to be like, no, you can't read Delicious Monsters until you're a little older.
Yeah.
But we do think our oldest can handle Delicious Monsters. He's turning 14 soon, so he's like right entering into the older YA age bracket, and he's pretty mature and grounded with a lot of those topics and stuff, especially like because he and I have been watching Supernatural, and there's a lot of that kind of stuff like discussed or implied and everything. And so he and I have had discussions, so we're a lot more confident that he'll be able to handle it. And we also decided if our middle wants to read it, he can read it. We don't think he'd be as interested as the other 2. He's just not into thrillers, but you know, we did, just in case he decided he wanted to read it, we discussed it. I also, I read it, I finished it. It's so good. I love her writing too. I was lucky enough that I've streamed with her once, way back. Like I think Blood Like Magic had just come out or was about to come out, and she and Jessica were like chatting and stuff, and she did a at the time Storytellers
Which Jessica?
Jessica Williamson.
We have Jessica Berry in chat, is why I.
Yeah, no, just the Hex Library.
Yeah,
that's our main miss, Jess. That's who she. So we had good conversation on stream, and like ever since then I've followed her, and I love her writing. And like I said, I was very excited to share the book with my oldest. Has already taken it. He's already started reading it today. So I did tell him, like I warned him.
Yeah.
I said, "Hey, your dad and I had to talk, and like this." I told him, I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and spoil this for you, and this is spoiled for the general audience. But like I said, there's trigger warning that some girls are molested by somebody, and it is discussed, and one of the victims does discuss her experience a little bit. And he was like, oh, okay. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, do you think you can handle that? And he's like, yeah, I think I can handle that. And then I was like, all right. And I'm like, there's some other heavy topics and stuff that come up too. And I'm like, if you need to talk about it or anything, you come, you talk to me and all of that, because that's how we know that we handle and process it well. And he was like, okay, I will. And then he gleefully took the book and headed upstairs. He loves horror and mystery thrillers, and I had told him a bit about the book yesterday with the dual storylines and everything. So
yeah.
I think everyone should read it. It is a great book. Lizelle does a wonderful job of weaving stories together while talking about very important social issues too. So it's just all around good. I love Lizelle's writing so much that I just went ahead and used one of my Libro credits to buy the audiobook. I was like, I don't even need to know. I'm buying it right now. So all right. We're gonna go into a 30-minute sprint. 3, 2, 1, go. Hey yo.
Your sound is going, woo, 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 but it stopped now. Oh, no, it's slightly back. Oh,
Oh
no.
I have done nothing. I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's just existing technology. What did I do? I did our music league. I see that. And then I wrote a single line, and I read, my back and ankle hurt a lot all of a sudden. But it's fine.
I'm sorry. I brought the children in here to help rearrange the garage down a little bit, which you may or may not remember, but my youngest and I had like essentially cleared out her room when we got her new bed, and then I was slowly letting her go through her stuff in here and take what she wanted to keep back up to her room. It was far too hot during the summer to continue doing that. So she had her brothers helping her a little bit, just throwing away the stuff that she wants to get rid of, figuring out what's still in good condition to donate. And I also had them drag the cat tree from the other side of the room.
And I see that it's a hit.
I figured it would work. I figured it would work as long as it was like right behind me, which is fine. Yeah. I had to move everything else down, but
I wonder if I put my cat tower right here, if it would work.
See, the thing is, she just likes like looming right above my head. Does not matter where I am. So I figured as long as she could loom above my head, she'd be fine. She actually moved the cat tree here, and then she looked at me and she looked at it and she started meowing at me as if to be like, the fuck?
She's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, this is kind of nice. I can get behind this.
Yeah, I also like this is the
pop back in a second.
This is the backrest to my chair, so I also put that up there, just as another way to lure her out. All right, you got food and watched YouTube. Nice. What is on the menu for tonight? I still have some homework to help one of the kiddos with next sprint. Just one more assignment, and then we are both free. And after that assignment, I shall continue listening/reading House of Hunger, which is inspired by Elizabeth Bathory. And while she was, in fact, a terrible human being, I find stories that are inspired by her are often very intriguing and well executed. So, also, I don't want them in here. Oh, there we go. I don't really, want them in here, but the big girl is in here with me. I think it's probably still too hot for them to be in here full time, but.
Hello, puppies. Oh, I was,
Well, just one puppy. The other one is on the couch because she is a spoiled brat, and this one is clingy. She came over here, and Artemis looked down at her like, what the fuck? You haven't been allowed in here in months. Why are you here?
This is my space. Let me have it. I had something to say. Oh, hot dogs. Today, well, not hot dogs, but overheated dogs. I was in a smoothie shop, and a lady and her dog came in, and it was like, wow, I don't know dog breeds. This just in. The ones that are genetically engineered to its body doesn't operate well. Pugs?
I was about to say there's a few. If
But
it's
it's like a chunky, like broad shoulder.
with the face, the no
Yeah,
nose.
somewhat, but
Okay, yeah,
it's not
that's a pug.
small. It was like, I mean, it's
Oh, it's a
really
teacup?
short, but it's broad.
Yeah,
And
I think it's a
like
pug.
the same width of its entire body, and it was like posted up. Adorable, but visibly, like its tongue was so far out of its mouth, and it was breathing so hard because it's so hot
Yeah,
outside.
pugs' existences always make me really sad because like they
Yeah,
really
and it wasn't like overweight or anything. Like it was just
no, it just can't breathe out of its nose.
it
It's like
had
it's
trouble
the
with pooping.
issue.
And I'm like, I know it's good for taking dogs on walks, but it's really hot outside and your dog is struggling visibly. But yeah,
Poor baby.
cute though. I mean, like it's that high.
Put
To
them in
like
a little
little cart thing. Get a fan, like
stroller.
attached to the collar.
They've got a lot of dog strollers.
Yeah, but the dog stroller would defeat the entire point of like taking your dog out of the house, which is exercise. I guess also letting it see.
No, it's okay. So here's the thing. So what you can do is you take the stroller and you let the dog walk for a little bit and stuff,
Yeah.
and then you put them back in the stroller to rest. Much the same idea as a toddler. It's like the stroller is there so that you can better moderate the amount of exercise, because like not all dogs need a shit ton of physical
activity.
Thank you. Yes. Like if it's a husky, I'm gonna mildly judge you because those bitches need so much fucking walkies.
Yard.
So, but if it's like a little pug or something, like even if you just put the pug in the stroller for like 5 minutes so they can catch their breath, like they literally, if I remember correctly, the way that their anatomy functions, they cannot breathe out of their nose at all, and that's not conducive to how animals or humans function. So
animals don't work like that.
Yeah, well, sorry, speaking of dogs, I'm keeping an eye on her because this is my dog who I can't let outside too long in the summer, but like also does not want to come in when it's snowing.
Mm-hmm.
She's not as bad as a husky or a winter dog, but her sitting in the garage den on a fuzzy ass blanket concerns me. Just,
girl, you're finished eating already?
And she has full on taken that very soft, warm blanket and made a nest. And I'm like, I don't want to disturb her because she looks so cozy and so happy. But also, if she starts breathing the way you described a pug was breathing, I'm kicking her ass into the air conditioned part of the house. Like, I'm comfy cozy, but
yeah,
but there's a reason she only sleeps on my feet. So. And my other one, she's just spoiled. She's up on the couch, just like, the couch. I have the whole couch. And I'm like, that one's fine.
Storm's licking her chops. Return to her post, making sure I don't keel over and die.
Yes.
I ran downstairs to turn on the oven so I can make dinner because I'm like, oh, I'm hungry, actually.
So I couldn't remember what the theme for September's year of favorites books were, right? But like when I was at the library, I'm like looking it up. I'm like, A Dowry of Blood, House of Hunger, Paranormalcy, Delicious Monsters with a very clear horror cover. And then I got to like Mr. Magic, and then there's the Tyrant Alpha's Rejected Mate, and I'm like, okay, at first I'm like, was it vampire or was it just paranormal? But several of these seem very specifically bloodish. But also the first one I read was Delicious Monsters, which was not vampire. So I was like, it's got to be like just paranormal or horror in general, but then I just went to my chart and it's paranormal / vampire / shifter. And I'm like, yes.
Okay.
Also, one of these titles is not like the other.
Yes.
Technically, 2 of them are. What is Mr. Magic? I need to know. I have the book. Also, apparently my library has a plethora of paranormal and horror books. Like, the last couple months, it's been like a 50-50 if my library had it. No, my library had almost every single one of these. And I was like, thank you.
Yeah, my library has the next book for Grandmaster, but I'm in line for it, so I think I might borrow a copy from a friend.
Jessica said Jason's Deli, a Caesar salad, Texas spud, barbecue on a squid baked potato, and cum strawberry cake.
What is that your like lunch order or?
Oh yeah, because Jessica got food and watched YouTube. So
okay, I'm like, awesome. I'm extra hungry now. Oh, thank you. That's my current author photo. Ta-da! My hair changed color since then. Again. But I really like that picture too. Thank you. My friend.
I was going to say something else. I'm trying to remember what it was.
You did what?
So my husband's reading Fourth Wing. And he was trying to talk to me about something. And I was just like, do you want me to read it? I was like, I will listen to it. I'll listen to it for you. And he's like, okay. And I'm like, I know, that's not a high bar, is it? But, well, because I told him, I'm like, I'll listen to anything for you. And he, like, the way he says it, I'm like, you know, it's not a high bar to get me to listen to a book. I'm like, I tried, but no, it's really just, if you're like, Sam, Sam, I read this book, would like to talk to someone about it. I'm like,
yeah,
like 2 days.
Oh, girl, are you gonna go up in the tower? Just thinking about it.
Also, which volume of Grandmaster are we up to?
2.
And I didn't buy it for you already?
No. I bought number 1 for me. I think you bought one of the Scum villains for me. The final Scum villain. Yeah. Yeah, I have the comic and volume 1. Comic volume 1 and novel volume 1 of Grandmaster.
But we're on 2.
I also have volume 4. But that's not useful for us yet. Because my uncle, for Christmas like 2 years ago, I have all of the like MXTX works on my wish list, and he bought me 3 of Scum Villain, like 1, 2, 3 Scum Villain, and then 4 Grandmaster. And I was like, I love you. These are 2 separate series. I know they all just have pretty men with long hair on the front, but they are in fact different people.
I mean, he got the same author though, at least.
Yeah, no, it's a whole like wave on my wish list of MXTX. She is going to pop up into the cat tower potentially. Just thinking about it.
You're trying to will it.
I can see her in the mirror and then also in the camera. I ate dinner that sprint. Also was very confused when I looked up during the sprint and saw both of you named Sam and both you with CB's picture. I know, I saw Sam dip out and I was like, I was head out real quick and I was like, this is just funny. I'm not going to change it.
I am a chameleon. I can be whoever I want to be.
Yay, she went into the tower and I totally missed it. Ew, why would you be that person? Disgusting.
So rude. So mean. He's not even here to defend himself. Thank you.
Amazing. Still beautiful and amazing.
I need you to know that I had gone to open a new tab to do something, but then like my computer was throwing a hissy fit about me resizing my thing, and so I spent so long trying to fucking fix it that I forgot why I opened the new tab.
also chatted with my parents a little bit. That's Fran. I mean, that was a while ago. I know now, but if anyone was wondering,
I am always wondering.
thank you.
But what I am always wondering and pondering and pondering and wondering.
So many of these, those like vertical short dramas are always hiring screenwriters, and I apply to them, but because I think I'd be great at writing those.
That would be so much fun.
But they're always like, experience doing this, and I'm like, they don't have it.
Every now and then when I lay asleep or when I'm just laying in bed with like a severe migraine and I'm like, I really, really want to write right now, but I could not write anything of substantial quality.
Yeah.
And then I start like reading a webtoon based on a web novel. I'm like, I could start writing web novels again.
Honestly, iconic.
I could create an entirely other persona that nobody knows about and write the kind of shit that I wrote when I was a teenager, but better quality now.
Yeah.
And then, like, when I finish the web novel, that is when I could hire an editor, and that would be like, that's the perk of buying it. Is like the perk of buying the web novel is that it's been edited now.
Yeah.
I could come up with these whole elaborate master plans for Sam the web novelist. So if one day you find a web novelist who happens to write a lot like me, it definitely is not me, and I have not created a secondary identity on the internet again.
Mm-hmm. I've considered doing like when I just want to write without any strings attached to it. I've like considered writing fan fiction, but I can never actually write. Well, when I used to write fanfic, it'd be for my friends. Like my friends and I would be dropped in that world, and the reward for writing that fanfic is my friends enjoying it. And being like, oh, this is so cool, it's us there. And it was also like instant gratification. Like I'd write a page, send them a picture of the page because I was writing it by hand. They'd be like, oh my God. Which was great for my ego. And then, but now I'm like, even when I feel like everything I write is crap when I'm writing it, like working on my book or something, I'm like, but that's why I have editing. And I want to spend my writing brain power on novel writing because I know if I start something that's like, oh, it's just a fanfic, like I'll get way too wrapped up in it. Like I won't be able to be like, oh, I don't need to be as stressed about this. I was like, no, if I'm putting out any writing, it has to be good. If I'm hitting publish, even if it's on a fanfiction website, it has to be like quality product.
That is where we are very different.
Yes.
I'm like, if I'm not promoting it as my professional writing, it does not need to be professional. I'm just sitting here to make the 3 coins people pay for the chapter or something. And my non-existent online persona.
Yeah. I like the idea of chapter by chapter, but I pop back in my chapter. Like I've edited chapter 1 so much as I've written, I'm like, I could never.
I need to say Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation Volume 2, the hardcover comes out on my mother's birthday this year, and I'm like, that's a sign. I should get it for my mother.
Your mother does love them. Which is fair. They are amazing. Are we going to enter into another sprint soon, or should I run downstairs and put my dinner in the oven now?
I mean, we'll enter a sprint, so cool. You can just go do your dinner.
Okay.
Hey, guys. We'll see you in 25.
Hello.
Yo. The child and I finished the math homework, and then I went back to listening to House of Hunger. I have it here, but I'm listening to it here.
I wrote 61 words. And then messaged a couple friends and made food. Food is the big. I've lost you guys. There you are. Food is the biggest achievement here. And then tried to read a little, but I kept just going back and chatting with my friends. Which is nice.
I'm finding where I stopped the audiobook.
Nice.
I have two different goals for the day one's based on page count, one's based on hours. So my goal for hours is to get to 5 hours and 12 minutes, which I'm 4 hours in. And then page count wise, it's to get to 165. Well, it says 165. I always at least go to the end of the chapter.
Yeah.
Which will actually be 174. So I'm just this far. So it'll probably go a little bit past the 5 hours, but that's fine.
I had something else to say, but I can't remember it. I realized that I'm using tendrils a lot. In this is the second time Rye has been attacked by tendrils, and I'm like, we're keeping it. I'm not changing it. One's made of shadow and one were vines, so it's fine. But
it's fine.
Yeah, so I'm writing that. Happening.
Woo-hoo. I'm very excited for you to complete the draft.
Thank you.
When your draft is done, I'm going to open your document on my phone and let it read it to me.
When the first draft is done?
Yes. Or
I appreciate that.
Whatever you allow me. Okay, then yeah.
We can start now.
No, I have to do my reading for the day.
I know, it's fun.
I'm still working on that.
Catch up to me probably before I finish the book.
Yeah, I will 100%. Like, I could probably finish this book before you finish your book, which is not saying anything about your writing speed.
But it's just very different paces of things. I finished listening to this book before you finish writing your book.
I mean, to be fair, reading takes vastly less time than writing, but I'm already 41%. Like, in fairness, I'm 41% through this book already. So
I'm trying to see if Word will give you like no, that's the wrong one. We'll give you like, oh, left in this narration, it'll take
chapter 1.
Oops. But it doesn't say how long it will take, which I wish it did. Also, for some reason, the voice lady that reads out on Word, at least on iPhone, is horribly realistic. Like the man is terrible. Like it's not.
Well, the man on my phone is great.
Oh, the woman on
my phone, they're both. Well, I will say it depends on the program.
Okay, I'm purely talking about Word's automatic one.
Oh no, I don't think I have Word on my phone. I think I use other things. Either way, the AI voices on my phone are fine. They do not replace actual humans, people's, but I'm also a person who, like, back when the AI was absolutely terrible, I could still listen to it and be just fine.
I listen to fucking the TikTok accounts that steal Tumblr posts and then they read them aloud. I'll listen to those and feel bad about it because it's stealing other people's content.
Yeah.
But while the thing plays, and I'm like, I am the internet brain.
Heather says, been lurking and migraining, just had a snack, and now I want to journal.
Boo, migraines. Oh, wait. Oh.
Yeah, migraines suck. I don't know if you guys have seen, I've been getting some invisible force keeps coming over with a sledgehammer and slamming a spike into my forehead. I don't like them.
Fun.
But as far as like the AI voices go, I think that's a very like complex issue there. Like stealing content is definitely a no under any circumstances. Those are no. But like the voices on the writing or the reading programs and stuff, that's like an accessibility thing.
Oh yeah,
And
I think
that should be fine. I think for me it just boils down to how those voices are trained. So
I've met a woman whose voice has been like, she's the voice of, I forget what she was the voice of, but she was the voice of one of the AI things. Not the AI things, the like virtual read aloud things. But she sat in a recording booth for days and made a bunch of sounds and said a bunch of words. So I'm like, oh, that's the way it should be done if you are doing the voice assistant kind of things.
That's how most of them, to my knowledge, that's how most of them at least were done last time I looked into it, which is why the like continents and stuff used to be really weird. But then like as the programs evolved, they could fix the like diction and stuff, and it was actually pretty cool because like punctuations would like they'd record words a certain way, and then if there was like a period, then the thing would automatically know to like stop the flow of the sentence. And so it was like getting better and better at reading things. And I'm like, I liked experiencing that evolution of things. But now with generative AI, I'm always like, oh, but how did it get to this point now?
Yeah.
Like, did you get here the good old way, or are you sketchy? So
yeah, when it like read out my thing, it was like for one of the words like he's fairly certain, and it went like he's fairly certain, and I'm like, what? Why'd you say it instead of being like he's fairly certain? Like you put emphasis there that it would be there, but I'm like, how'd you know? How'd you know?
Maybe it's the ly.
Yeah, probably. But still, I'm gonna put on my little tinfoil hat and my pitchfork and my torch and be like, witches.
So to be fair, Heather, not all of mine are super painful. Pain is actually famously the symptom I experience the least, and like very low amounts. It's just today's migraine has decided I don't need to function or be at peace. So super dizzy. Sorry to hear that you're super dizzy.
Sorry.
I think it's funny that everyone in our music league thinks that Chris was trying to troll by picking Endgame Avengers music.
I knew it was Chris,
and I'm like, Chris famously is obsessed with Avengers Endgame. He's like, he's a huge Iron Man fan, and that was very much like the end of Tony Stark's storyline. Like, people, Matt and Fox just don't understand him.
You don't understand. Also, I think I watched Avengers Endgame once because I can't. I think I've only watched Infinity War once too, and I'm like, I can't see. I can't. No thanks. Don't kill off my characters, please. Also, I never liked Vision, so me at like 16-year-old when Infinity War came out, spoilers for Avengers Infinity War, and they were like, no, we can't sacrifice Vision's life for the universe. And I love Captain America, but that's a robot? That is a glorified toaster. He killed Jarvis. I know Ultron killed Jarvis, but like, I'm not attached to Vision, and because you guys couldn't get shit done, Spider-Man died. Me at 16, a stone cold bitch being like, I don't care about the toaster, you killed Peter Parker. Well, obviously after that, later, I'm like,
For Vision.
yeah,
For
I guess
Wanda.
he has a soul, but damn. Can't believe not one hero. Black Widow, come on. Come on, girlfriend.
Look, I'm all for not pissing Wanda off. She can change reality, but
Yeah.
I was thinking of something and then I forgot.
Marvel was large when I was a child too. There's just a closer time. I know those are a response to Chris. That's what Chris said. I like other Marvel stuff.
No, he's defending his own interest in it. Also, yes, Marvel was popular when you were a child because they were banking on the nostalgia of the 90s.
Yes, no, I'm being a little shit. I watched all of the animated Spider-Man shows as they came out. Can you guys tell what my favorite character is? It's Spider-Man, just in case anyone was wondering. I really like Spider-Man.
Yeah, I had no idea. I
know you know. Confused. I know everyone knows. I'm not subtle about it. I had like 12 Spider-Man pops at one point, and I never asked for them. Just my relatives kept getting them for me. She likes Spider-Man, and they were right.
I forgot who accurately guessed. I know Matt got me wrong this round.
I double guessed, or other than Chris, I double guessed myself on everyone, and all of my original picks were correct.
So, okay, Fox is mildly stalked by Kingdom Hearts because every year, without fail, Spotify sends him Simple and Clean covers, which is the theme song for Kingdom Hearts. So that's why I thought the Kingdom Hearts one was Fox's. I just thought he was being silly. So this is my defense, which he accepted after I pointed. I'm like, you know why I thought that was you, and he was like, oh, okay. Other than that, I was like very confident in my thing, and Matt just got the one that was left over, as sometimes happens.
The one I submitted is the theme song from The Untamed, which is
I know. Yeah. I had absolutely no doubt.
My little comment on it is like, this is just gonna give me away, but it's beautiful, so I was okay with that.
Okay. Chris knew it was me, as did Fox, because I fucking love Apocalyptica. They do metal songs, but they play nothing but cellos. It is entirely just cellos. It's cellos playing metal, and I fucking love that.
Did I guess you for that one? No, I guessed you for the weird-ass one that was Fox's. Because I was like, oh, I guess Sam just like clicked on something. No, I thought it's something that Fox actually likes. I'm like, I feel bad.
No, I was like, okay, if I was going to pick an instrumental, and I'm like, oh, Apocalyptica doesn't actually have a singer. And I'm like, I'll just go pick one of theirs that doesn't have vocals. Because Apocalyptica has songs with vocals, but whenever they have a song with vocals, it's a guest vocalist from another band.
Yeah, so, I liked that one, other than I liked it until I was halfway through it, and I was like, I feel like they've done the same, 6 notes over and over.
Oh, I mean, to be fair, that's how all instrumentals are, so I only listen to half of everybody's. That's why I don't like instrumentals.
Halfway through. It's fine. It does. I like the second half and the first. It's fine. But yeah, I was also watching it or listening to them during the first stream, being like, fuck, it ends at the top of the hour, fuck. But yeah, I submitted mine for our next level round.
Yeah, I saw. I have to decide. I have so many choices. I famously know kids theme songs, even for shows I've never seen before. I just know them.
I know some from being a kid.
Yes, that is where I've learned many of mine as well.
Yeah. I was gonna say something else, but then I stopped it because what I was gonna say was just gonna give mine away. But yeah, I need to listen to different types of music. Also, this is cementing the fact that me versus the rest of you, I have a different music taste than all of you. Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Mhm.
I am like so wrapped into the guessing part of the game that I always forget about the other part, and then I go check and like my songs are always high up there, and I'm like, hey.
Nope. I cannot relate on either. I am not good at the guessing or the submitting songs that you guys would like. Or it's not even the ones that I think you would like, but it's just like, hey, this is something I like going full on.
I mean, that's all I ever do is I just put songs that I like, but
Yeah. Hi, Artemis. Are you giving up the tower?
for the moment. What's that?
That's on the thing.
She can hear you. You're on speaker.
I know. That's why I was trying to get her to
Right.
look vaguely towards the speakers. Meanwhile, hi. Whoop. She's in there.
No, she knows the tongue click of her mom.
Also, it sounds different coming through a phone or computer.
Well, yeah, but you also do like the one. Yeah, I don't do that.
Oh.
Mine's a lot harsher. It's
I do like Taylor Swift.
I gotta go check the Music League for the Realm.
I did not submit my or do commentary. I missed a round in the Realm, I think. Okay. What other music do I like? I don't know. That's the thing. I like folk songs. I like Noah Khan. I like Olivia Rodrigo. Very like kind of basic songs. But then I also like I don't know. I like a lot of stuff. But I love story songs that tell a story within the words, and songs that I can sing along to, like that I can make out the words enough to sing along to. Yeah, that was a horrible answer, but that's my answer. Sorry, IP. Yeah, short of going through my playlist and just listing off songs, I have a classic rock playlist.
I can tell that sometimes my very good friends pay absolutely no attention to my writing playlist because sometimes for the prompts I just open up a writing playlist and go, oh, I'll just use this song, and then none of them will guess that one's mine, and I'm like, I'm so unloved, so neglected.
You are unloved. Let's see. Where is the?
You hear this, Artemis?
Oh, only one day left to vote. Only Matt has voted. Did I even submit a song?
RP,
Oh, I did. Oh, that's the song I submitted. Okay.
I have the app installed primarily to remind me to do things, and then I will get on my laptop and do them because the browser one is so much better. But
yeah, the app going over to the songs is rough. Mostly because I don't have a Spotify premium subscription. So if I like open the playlist that it automatically plays, it'll start playing songs inspired by it, and I'm like, why? No.
Why? No. If like before I figured out it did that, so like the second or third time we played, I was sitting there trying to listen to our songs, and I was like, who would put this one on the play? And then I went to go like vote on it, and I'm like, it's not even on the list. I was so
yeah. I like Sabrina Carpenter as well. Chapel Roan. I love Chapel Roan. She's great. and hot. Ugh, I was trying to hold it back, but I couldn't. And then, yeah, I don't know. I had a place called Bard Rock, or I have one, where it has like the Amazing Devil and then some Hosier, and then, yeah, that's about it.
I like to listen to whatever vibes with my soul and makes my ears happy, which could really be anything.
Mm-hmm.
Can you get cozy already? Would like you to stop moving.
Me towards myself. My ankle has been bothering me because it's dumb. And so I keep trying to go like sit normally, and then I usually sit with one of my feet, tucked up under me. It's usually the left one, but the left one that is the one that hurts. So that just keeps hurting myself.
She's pulling my ponytail from between my shoulders and the chair so she can lay in between my ponytail and my neck.
Iconic. Storm doesn't care about me. Let's see. I'm trying to like think of something to talk about, but my brain's like da 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 da. The sun has gone down. I'm going to sleep, and I'm like, no, stop, please.
That's okay. I want to just close my eyes and listen to my book. RP says that's fair. I very much need to have a story in most of my music. Other times I just want a happy, upbeat sound.
Mm-hmm.
Very
What kind of
similar.
music do you like? RP?
Do you want to do a 25-minute or a 30-minute sprint?
30 minute.
Okay, I don't normally do more than one long sprint on a Monday, but I really don't feel good. So, all right, 3, 2, 1, go.
At the end of that sprint, Storm absolutely slinking out of the tower. Also, my
Bruh, I
gone.
was listening to the book, right? And I'm like listening to they're doing a fox hunt, and then the one lady is all like, you gotta like kill that guy or kill the fox up or whatever. And then my brain just goes, hey, did the twin on the planet of the Beast King actually die? And then I'm like, what the fuck? And I couldn't remember, so then I had to pause the book to go look up this old ass anime that I saw years ago to remember if the twin actually died or not.
Oh my god. Sorry, I get casting alerts, and I just got a casting alert for real life people that are in love with a ghost or a spirit. Okay. Love is love. But I was reading mine, and in it, the MC is transmigrated into a book, but he's originally like the most famous of the emperor of acting or whatever. So like a super famous actor, and I think he's like 30 or something, and he retires, but then he dies. Or he gets transmigrated into a book. He like retires early because he's like, I made enough money. I want to get a cat and relax. And he reads like the first book he reads after he retires. He gets transmigrated into, and he's like, oh. But he gets
become a reader.
Yeah, he transmigrated into like a 20-year-old like newbie who's like just making his debut. Who's like a side character, like cannon fodder in the book. And he ends up on a set with the love interest who's like 28, I think. Actually, I have no idea how old the characters are in this, but is like older, significant, like a good chunk older, but is 2 or 3 years younger than he was in his actual body. And he in his head is still like the top honcho in the entertainment industry, but he's like super nice and humble, but he's like keeps treating the person in this world who is the top honcho, like the best actor, as like you did really good job that time, like good job. And the top actor is like, thanks. Like,
yeah,
why like you're treating me like I'm, but not in like a disrespectful way, but in like a like giving him encouragement and stuff, which just the dynamic.
Like, I don't need this. I'm good. My confidence a-okay.
But he's still like, thanks. Yeah, Storm. And then he's like a newbie, so he has to take like he's getting bullied at his company or his drama. And he accepted a role as a stand-in, which is part of the crew and not actually an actor, according to this, which I don't know how accurate that is. But the love interest, the emperor of acting guy, rolls up and is like visiting the director, and the actor that he's being a stand-in for, our main character, like from the same company, is like throwing a fit and is like super rude, and our boy is the stand-in and then does like a great job. And the emperor is like sitting there with the script and is like, so why don't you just make him the actor for it? And they're like, no, the person kind of bought his way onto the cast, like, and I'm almost positive the love interest is about to be like, I'll pay him off. I'm almost positive that's about to happen, so I'm enjoying it.
I got through more of this book. So unclear right now if there are supernatural vampires or if people just drink blood because they think it makes them healthier. Well, I mean, like that's the thing with Elizabeth Bathory. She is credited with being one of the like like the real vampires and Artemis Foop, I can't see. The real vampires in history and stuff, because Elizabeth Bathory is famous for having abducted and murdered dozens, if not hundreds, of peasant girls and drained them of their blood
Oh, I
so
remember
they
this.
could bathe in it to be young
Yes.
forever. So that's why I said, like, while she was an atrocious person in history, stories inspired by her are often very interesting. So
I do
in
not know
in
who
this
you're talking about.
world, the like country that they're in is divided by like the north and the south, and in the north there's like the House of Hunger, the House of Mirrors, the House of Fog. There was another house, which are all like semi-vampire-ish in theme,
Okay.
I think. So far, all I know is about the House of Hunger, but like vampires turn into fogs. They can't have reflection in mirrors. So it all makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But so far, nothing supernatural has happened directly. But people are just like drinking.
Unsure. How far are you into it? Like
Uh,
percentage wise?
I am 140 pages out of 290-ish. So,
Okay.
Our main character applied for a position as I forgot the term, blood girls, basically. They're like blood whores, but
Yeah.
I think use a nicer term. It could just be blood girls. But either way, they're like very well paid, and they're like, hey, yeah, you like basically live as a feeder for 6 to 7 years, and then you get a really nice pension, and they like the pension, they could basically just go buy their own mansion with servants and stuff and live till they die. And like, this is a well-known thing. And I'm like, so the main character was like, yeah, I'm doing it. My life sucks, and this sounds perfectly fine. And I'm okay with it until like they describe, because they like use medical needles, and I'm like, no, I'd rather they just slit the like, like I don't know if you guys go back, like you can tell when I get to a part of the book where it's like, and she sat down and they put the needle in the elbow, because you'll just see my face go. I'm like, like the part where it's all like, oh, well, she like drank directly from the arm. I'm just, my face is just placid, but it's like, oh, they put the needle, and I'm like,
That's
nope,
iconic.
would not be able to do it. But
Mm.
they'd be like, we just have to drink your blood and you're set. You're like a sugar baby, but all you're giving is your blood. I'm like, yeah, no, sounds fine. They're like, yeah, with a needle. Nope, sorry, I quit.
No, I'd be, look at this. RP got around 120 words, rewriting a few parts of the last fight in the novel because I realized it can be much better as far as risks and stakes for the main character. A final Hi. Yes, you're very cute. I'm not feeding you more.
I think I do suspect this is a sapphic book, though, given our main character has already said that she's fooled around with ladies before, and she's serving a lady Elizabeth.
What's it called?
So,
What's it called again?
House of Hunger.
Okay.
But things are happening.
You know,
Also,
maybe,
like somebody pointed out in the book. In the book, she was like she's got a brother, and she's like, oh, if men were selected, my brother would have been perfect, but they only select women. And I'm like, that's absolutely horrendous. On average, men have a higher platelet count. And it's like, if we're going off the idea that your blood, that like healthy blood helps cure ailments and stuff, bruh, like
girl blood. Boy blood has cooties.
well, no, statistically, men's blood is healthier. Like higher platelet count, higher iron. There's a lot of reasons.
But she only wants sexy people's blood, and she doesn't like men.
Apparently, like, also if you're like a blood girl, you like basically pledge yourself to one person and one person only. So like the ads for blood girls are in the matrimony section. They're not in like the job listings. So which she asked about that. She's like, is it listed here? Like she was talking to this one girl about it, and the girl's like, nah, I ain't gonna be no blood whore for nobody. And she's like, oh, would you rather marry a husband and then bleed when you have a baby? You bleed either way. And I'm all like, these are not the same.
They're not the same.
These
But
are
I'd rather be a
not
blood girl.
These are very different. But it's fine.
I will probably read this book. It counts as my vampire research.
I mean, it's interesting in that I do not disagree with it being chosen as a like paranormal vampire book, even if there is no supernatural vampires in it, because it is like inspired by and kind of follows like real vampires in history and stuff. So
yeah, I hope it is supernatural.
I'll let you know when I get through it, because I didn't look up anything about the book.
I hope it's sapphic.
Going on, but yeah, I'm like 90% certain it's sapphic. Like, here's the author. She's giving very Camilla vibes with her author photo. I'm gonna assume that's not an accident.
I don't know.
With everything in this book so far. Ugh. Oh. Sorry. Every time I open it, so I'm trying to get to page 19 or chapter 19, right?
Yeah.
And there's a little quote in front of every chapter from a like just a random character that I don't know if we'll ever meet them, but point is, it's like supposed to be like kind of a historical quote, right? Yeah. And every time I flip to chapter 19, I see, as I sit with the needle buried deep in my arm, and I'm like, no, why is that quote there? I wonder, do I empty myself in vain by Ariel, blood maid of the House of Mirrors? So blood maids, that's what they're called. They're called blood maids.
That's a good name for it.
But also there's debauchery. There's already been debauchery, but it's kind of like the background vampire debauchery that I tune out sometimes, so I forget it's as prevalent as it is, because she's like walking through this one room and there's like an orgy and stuff going on, and I'm like, yeah, no. I'm just like do, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, yeah, there's like all these things, and I'm like, oh right, also there were naked people doing things. Forgot about that.
It just slipped your mind.
It's normal vampire things.
Normal vampire things, as all of us vampires know.
I'm a werewolf. I don't know what you're talking about. No. I was about to say my iron count's too low to be a vampire, but I'm like, that would just be more.
I burn easily in the sun. I'd be a vampire. Out of being a vampire or werewolf, I would be a vampire. I kind of want to be a werewolf, but I would be a vampire.
I would be an anemic werewolf. All right, well, we should go ahead and end here, so I can go lay down.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for hanging with us. Whip Wednesday is on my channel this week.
Yes.
Currently, Whip Wednesdays are, what times are they?
3 o'clock my time, 5 o'clock your time, and 6 o'clock EST.
Yes, because I need to pick my children up more often than I should. But we'll see you there. And next week is CB and RP.
for Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation, Volume 2.
Oh, I need to read that this week.
Me too.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Bye.